Hi guys, DFX back with you. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Without further ado, let's get into another update for these conventions in the Denver area starting, gosh, it's almost a month away. June 30th is the starting of Fan Expo Denver. Let me go over to this page. They haven't really announced much of anything from Fan Expo Denver this past week. They just kind of reposted a bunch of stuff, like Randy Quaid's going to be there. They're announcing this special event. It's called the Peter Cullen Experience. I guess it's a Q&A with the voice of Optimus Prime. You get like a special photo and whatnot, an autograph. And then they've announced an evening with Hayden Christensen. And, you know, was Anakin, became Darth Vader in the prequels. And then he's reprised his role on Star Wars Obi-Wan. And yeah, so those are the big announcements coming out of that. They are looking, I guess, for photographers to photo all the cosplays and special moments at the convention. I thought about actually doing this, but I would probably not be able to with the way my schedule is working out at this time. So yeah, that's what was recent on the Fan Expo Denver Facebook page. I'm going to switch over to Epic Photo Ops and show you, just give you kind of a rundown of some stuff that they've all posted on their site recently, some new photo matchups that they're going to be offering. So let me show you that. So yeah, those are the two experiences I was just telling you guys about. And here's all a list. I'm not going to say their names and stuff, but you can kind of get a general guess on who they are. Let's see. Like I said, my plan here is I'm going to do a photo op with Gates McFadden, plays Dr. Crusher on Star Trek, and then Jonathan Frakes, who's Commander Riker on Star Trek: The Next Generation. Then I'm gonna get autographs from the entire Scream cast, including Matthew Lillard, Nev Campbell, Skeech Aldrich, and yeah. So let's get into some of the photo matchups. Stephen Amell and the girl that plays Felicity from Arrow, they're going to both be there. They're only going to be there a day on Saturday. So if you want to get a photo matchup with them, there they are. They're also offering several different Marvel photo matchups with Daredevil, Kingpin, Punisher, and Daredevil, and then all three of them together. So that's kind of cool. They're also doing a Star Wars matchup, Mandalorian matchup with Giancarlo Esposito and Katie Sackhoff. Then they're going to also offer a photo op with the whole entire cast of National Lampoon's Vacation. So that's them. And then they'll do a separate one with Chevy Chase and Christy Brinkley. And then Chevy Chase with the two kids, Anthony Michael Hall and Dana Barron. I'm going for these two right here. I'm going to do the AC Slater, JC Spano, Mario Lopez, Elizabeth Berkley matchup, which I'm going to be doing on Sunday. And on Saturday, I'm going to get the entire Screamcast, Jamie Kennedy, Nev Campbell, Matthew Lillard, and Skeech Aldrich. But they're not also offering, different matchups with those. I'll show you those. Then they are doing an entire cast of all the Star Trek people going to be there. If you're a fan of Stranger Things, there are also two people from the Stranger Things cast that are going to be there. This one got my interest, and they had just added this in the last week or so. It's a team up with Christina Ricci and Christopher Lloyd. If I wasn't doing these other photo matchups, I would have probably done this. And if something goes south with the photo matchups I was going to do originally, I will probably use that money to go for this one. So yeah, let's see. Now let me switch over to the Colorado Springs Comic-Con. They've offered some new photo matchups too. Let me switch here. Let me click back. Before I get to that, let me share with you that was a big week for announcements with them last week. After I published the previous video that I published last week with updates for these conventions, they went nuts and announced 4 more people, and I'll tell you who those people are here. Right off the bat, like the day as I published my last video, they announced that Ross Marquand would be there. He was in The Walking Dead. He's played Red Skull in Avengers Endgame, and I think he was the voice of Ultron, or maybe even Ultron in Avengers Infinity War. So that's kind of cool. Then Danielle Harris was announced. If you don't know who she is, she was in the Rob Zombie remakes of the Halloween movies. She was also in the original Halloweens 4 and 5. Then they announced this guy right here. I didn't know what his name was, but he is the voice of Ghostface. I mean, and he's been in the Powerpuff Girls. His voice, some character in the Powerpuff Girls. I'm not really aware of who that character is. But yeah. So I'm going to add him, since I'm meeting 4 members of the original cast at Fan Expo Denver. I'm going to get this poster autographed with his signature as well. So yeah, just out of between 2 conventions so far, I'm going to have 5 characters autograph this poster, which is really cool. So let me continue on with who else is going to be coming to Colorado Springs. So got Roger L. Jackson, yeah, and then they announced Chandler Biggs. He's from The Walking Dead. I never really watched The Walking Dead, but he's always a big one. Then yesterday they announced James Murray. He's returning to the convention in Colorado Springs one more time. He was there a couple years ago, along with the guest that they announced today, Friday, the 25th of May. Joey Fatone is also returning from NSYNC. And I want to tell you a quick little story here. Last time Joey Fatone was in Colorado Springs, I got to meet him, and it was just a off the cuff meet and greet with him. I had just come out of I did a photo op with AEW wrestler Jon Moxley, and he, as I was exiting, right in front of me in the hall talking was Joey and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, who was the AEW Women's Champion at the time. They were just shooting, talking, just talking to one another, and then so Britt had to go off and do something else at the convention. I think she was heading back to her autograph table or something. But so I was basically I was just chatting with Joey. I fist bumped him. He fist bumped me back. And I just showed him the picture of Jon Moxley, that I had just gotten taken. And that was pretty cool. So we just kind of chatted on the way back to his autograph table. But that's one of those rare, cool moments that I've told this story before on some of my Colorado Springs Comic-Con videos, but that was just a cool moment. He's a cool dude. I'm looking forward to seeing him again. Let's see. Let's go back to Epic Photo Ops and share what's going on with their schedule. They also have a few new why isn't this working? They also have a few new guest matchups as well. But I'll run down the list here. I'll show you. And if you want to see all these for yourself, I'll have links below who's coming, and it'll list their prices once you click on them. But at this moment, I'm going to get Cassandra Peterson, who's Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and Colorado Springs native, and Catherine Bach from Dukes of Hazzard plays Daisy. Let's see. I'm going to do a photo matchup. Like I said, I'm going to meet up with Well, then I'm also meeting William Daniels from who's Mr. Feeney from Boy Meets World, but he's also the voice of Kit from Knight Rider. But a couple cool photo ops they're going to be doing here. A couple were kind of shocking to me. The last one I'm going to show you is the shocker, but they're doing a Futurama team up, MASH team up, a Phineas and Ferb team up. That's kind of cool. I kind of enjoyed that cartoon when it was on. But finally, this is the big one right here, and if my budget was in a better state, I would probably try to do. But yeah, this is kind of cool, and I don't know if a lot of you know about the behind the scenes issues that William Shatner's kind of had with both Walter Koenig and George Takei, but this was kind of a cool thing because I think he's trying to make amends for what he's done to these in his career and trying to patch up some broken relationships. But so yeah, there's those. Nothing big to report on the GalactiCon one. If you want more information, go check them out at galacticondenver.com. They've only still have their one guest that they announced when they last week, and that's the guy from Mandalorian. I know him. He was in a character in the just finished the Flash CW show. So, like I said, I'm going to have links below. If you're curious in any of these conventions, want to get tickets, whatnot, I will list all the links in the description. Until next time, guys, live long and prosper. Stay tuned, and I'll talk to you all soon.